So, welcome to my presentation about our successful carve-out at SHW Automotive. Before I start, I want to say thank you to S&P for this great event, for the networking and sharing information is so important in the IT environment. So, thank you, S&P. Yeah, some applause, please. Okay, with too less time, with a minimal downtime as possible, in the middle of the summer holidays, we managed a successful carve-out. How we handle this. I give you some short information how we do this project, but not on the technical side. There are so many guys from S&P here who can give you much more information about the crystal bridge and so on. So I'm focused what else is necessary to make a successful carve-out. So welcome to a short journey to our project. Small agenda, but I think we go ahead. Our project scope. We have to perform a carve-out for one profit center for one plant in our SAP ECC system. We have about 700 till 800 SAP users on this time. We have the normal SAP models in the systems. The challenge that we have was a very short project duration. Yeah? From the first fall cone, from the top management, we have to perform a carve-out in the system. We have 5 months until the go live in end of August. Yeah? So when I think about our project in backwards, what was our challenges in this project? Yeah? The most important thing for me was the financial issues. The financial migration concept is, for me, on my point of view, the critical issue about this project. To handle this, to create a migration concept, in my opinion, you need 3 roles, 3 persons to be clarify these points. Yeah? You need a good consultant from S&P, not a technical one. You need a business consultant. As I mentioned yesterday in some presentations, S&P works on this issue, not only handle the technical issues, also the business consultants. Also, you need a good guy from the FI department, a key user, maybe. And when it's possible, you need in-house consultants from the IT for the financial issues, who knows the data, who knows the processes, and so on. But some words, why is the FE migration concept much more complicated than on the logistics side? On the logistics side, you can handle this carve-out historical. So you can take the crystal bridge, go over the database and say, old company code, new company code, and it's done. We have very less issues in the logistic, in the PP or SD and something else. This works very smooth. But on the FI side, you cannot do this. You cannot change postings from the past, especially from the company code and something else. Yeah? So you need a different concept to avoid this. So what we have done, or something else, we make the go live at end of August, and the company is founding from the 1st July. So we have recreate the open balance sheet, and we handle this with manual Excel sheets. The FI guys prepared this Excel with the accounts, with the right amounts, and we uploaded this by this crystal bridge to create the open balance sheet. So, and then you have to look which postings comes from the logistics sides about the Crystal Bridge, maybe from the debitors and the creditors, and what is missing about from the connection from the open balance sheet to the postings in August. Yeah? We make a lot of cash in and cash out postings. What is the difference between the open balance sheet and the sheet in August? But you have many manual steps provided from the FE department to handle this issue. Okay, so be care. The FI concept is the most critical part in such a carve-out. But what we challenges also have. A big issue was split documents in our case. Short example, you have maybe purchase orders with different planes, with different profit center. Before the carve-out, everything is good. This is the same company code. After the carve-out, there are different company codes. So you have to split it. Or some postings in the FI departments, some unresolved payment difference. Maybe they have different or additional profit center, maybe 2 or 3. Before carve-out, everything in the same company code, and after you have different company codes. Yeah? So you had to separate them. We decided in the project that we excluded this from the project scope because you need more test runs and more time to handle this by the Crystal Bridge. So we say, okay, we excluded them and we handle them after the go-live manually, maybe by the FE accountants. But be care, they need a lot of time to clarify this posting and posted it manually. Our FI departments, accountants, they post 2 weeks only the split document in the new after the carve-out. And also the purchasing department have to recreate many purchase orders because of this issue. We also have some issues with the cost centers also. So both departments had a lot of to do after the go live. Okay, what else key points did we have? What was our key points to speed up the project? What we handle about transparency and security? What was our success factors for the project? So for the speed up the project, this was our second carve-out we handled. And 2020, our brake system division also have a carve-out in the same SAP system. So we have an existing blueprint. The project members from 2020 was still available in the company. So we have the knowledgement on the FI side, on the IT side, how we can handle such a project. This was a really good, big thing for us to speed up the project. Then the priority from the top management were clearly communicated to the whole company. This was our big IT project last year, and everybody knows this. So when we arranged a meeting, everybody was here. They cancel other meetings, not us. And we make a very exact project plan with clear responsibilities. We never make such exact project plan before. This was really important for us and very helpful. And also, the importance of the blueprint was made clear to all project members. We have to say what we want, how we handle this, and so it goes on. What not stand in the blueprint doesn't happen. You will see, I think blueprint is on any of every slide on my presentation. This is this big thing, how you can manage this project. Okay, what we do for transparency and security. Be sure that every posting is transparent. So when you, maybe example, you clear a posting on the FI side for the debitors, while it's open invoice maybe, and you post it in the new company code, make a reference field with the same number in both posting. So you can find from every posting to the old one, from the old to the new, to the new to the old, and make some protocols for every posting. Everybody needs to know why this posting is created. And then test runs. The test runs are very important, and you have to clarify also the data and the processes, the functionalities. Yesterday in some presentation, here is a little bit running gag. Everybody knows testing is very important and documentation, and nobody can handle it 100%. Yeah, but you have to clarify the tests are complete. For us, was very important the documentary for the project. We were checked by external auditors after the project, and everything is fine. But make a document about the customizing, the postings, the migration concepts, and so on. In the test run, when you get errors, please correct them immediately. When you have wrong master data and so. We have this in our test run, that the same error we found it several times. Yeah? Good. Our success factors. Blueprint, blueprint, blueprint. The blueprint must be understandable for everyone. What I mean with this, I don't need to speak that is in English or in German or what else. You have to be carry out that a technical developer understand the same as an FI accountant. That seems very easy. In reality, this is hard to take. Everybody had different skills, different experience, and when they read it, they understand it's different. And that's makes you a problem you don't want. Then for the go live, you need a detailed cut-over plan. Everybody have to know what to do. Maybe something get ill or on vacation or whatever, and other co-workers make this work. Yeah, and you have to assure you have the same authorities, the same knowledge, and so on. And then emergency plan. In such projects, something will go wrong on the go live. So be prepared. We make a small meetings. We discuss what can happen and how we handled it. Yeah, and who decide we go back with the backup and so on. Yeah, and also don't solve everything technical. Maybe as example, the split beleg. Yeah, sure, you can also solve this with the crystal bridge, but this project is so complex. Don't make it more complexity. Okay, we decide to make some quality gates. The first was the blueprint, then our test cycles, then the go live simulation, and what we did before we start the go live. Blueprint, as I mentioned before, everybody have to understand the same thing in the blueprint. And via quality gate, when the blueprint is not ready, don't go ahead with the project. It won't be better when you go ahead. Test cycles. As I say, correct the data immediately. and make sure that everybody knows the tests are very important. When you get a problem in the productive system, the first question, why don't you test it? That doesn't help you for this project, but for the next. And after the first test cycle, we freeze our sandbox where we carry out the carve-out of an additional reference system that you, in the next, maybe in the go-live simulation, can check how was it in the first one. In the go-live simulation, finally test your data and your core processes. And for the go-live, everybody have to know what's to be done. What is his job in this project? And as I mentioned, something will go wrong, so be prepared. So coordinate possible scenarios, how do you handle it? So, some words to our system landscape. With a smart concept about your sandboxes where you test the carve-out, you can increase the quality of the tests and you can speed up your project. First, you need a solution manager as a control system. Then you have your productive system. So for the first test run, make a system copy from your product system to your sandbox. Then you make your first test run. Then freeze it. No posting anymore. For the next test run or for the go-live simulation, make an additional sandbox. Also a system copy from your productive system. And when you have the possibility, also make a system copy to your normal test system. And then make you carve out at the sandbox. And the main goal is you have your sandbox with the carve-out and the same posting level on your test system. So you have a perfect reference, especially for the FI guys, for the tests and for everything else. That's helped us a lot to increase the project and the test quality. So, what else is important? I heard yesterday also for the S/4HANA conversion. This is not an IT project. This is a business project. Yeah, the main workload is on the IT side, but you also need legal, financial, sales, purchasing department, and so on. When you titulate it as an IT project, you will fail. And be careful about the relationship to your partners, to your suppliers, to your customers. We have many, many issues about EDI connections, not on the technical side. But let me explain, we are an automotive supplier. We work with the big OEMs in Germany and in Europe. So you get a new supplier number because you have a new company. I mentioned we make a carve-out for the brake system in 2020. We need 2 years that the EDI works smooth again, that every supplier number is in the correct master data, in the correct process by the OEMs. And you cannot do it for yourself. The OEM have to do it. And this means a lot of time. On this time, you get the right invoice to the wrong company code. So your FI department have to clear it. Yeah? They had a lot of work to do. And also our purchasing department, they have discussion with their suppliers about no payment and delivery terms. We say, hey, why this is a technical issue, why you want no delivery terms. But you have to discuss it with your suppliers. So, our lesson learned, I mentioned before, blueprint, blueprint, blueprint. This has to be exact, correct, understandable for everyone. That is the main part of this project. The FI, migration concept and the blueprint. Yeah, the test cannot be enough. And don't test one case. You have to test variants of test cases. Test old data and migrated data. They may be different. And critical chat, everybody is prepared for the go live, for the cut over plan, and he knows what he do in the go live. So, this was my presentation about our carve-out. I hope I can give you some points for your project when you have some carve-out. What I mentioned for you, this normal project skills. There's no magic inside. The magic is from the SNP guys. So when I see it, I want to introduce Mr. Unger, our sales guy, and Mr. Harkaufer, our project leader. Normally, Mr. Harkaufer do the work and I drink coffee. I don't understand why I'm on the stage and do the work and he is relaxing here. Okay, that's it. You find me in backstage. Don't hesitate to contact me. I'm happy to give you some inspiration for your project. Thanks a lot.